All right, hi guys. It is Monday, July 28th, and this week I'm deciding to do a let's see how much I knit in a week vlog. I've been wanting to do one of these, but you know when you kind of have that like ADHD brain, I don't know if it's ADHD brain, but you're just like, okay, well, I can't start something middle of the week. I can't start a week of da-da-da on a Wednesday or a Sunday. Like, I don't know. It's mainly just excuses, but we're going to start let's see how much I can knit in a week, how much I knit in a week, what I'm knitting on. I think I'm also going to time or like calculate how much time I spend knitting this week, which is going to be interesting. I don't know. So I have a few things planned this week as well, but not too crazy. And I have 3 whips and one that I'm also planning on casting on. So let's go over where everything is, and we'll be able to look back at the end of the week and see how much progress I made. So let me show you all the whips. Alright, this first whip is a new design. Think of it as the perfect long-sleeved striped tee, holding 2 strands of Issei or Alpaca 2. Unfortunately, this is all the yarn that I have left, so she's kind of been put on the back burner until I get more yarn. This next project is another sample of my Hampton sweater. I am using a cotton and wool blend held with 6 strands. It is a cone yarn. And as you can see, this is the body. It is a bottom-up sweater. I have a portion of the body done as well as a portion of a sleeve done because I like changing things up. And I would love to get, honestly, much more of this done this week. I would love to have my finished sample done by pattern release, which is set to be end of August. And the last whip is, I have no idea what I'm gonna call this, but another new design with some gifted yarn. It is going to be a bit of an oversized, simple cable sweater, so just those cables running down the middle and the back. And I think I'm gonna add the cables to the sleeves, and then I'm not really sure what I wanna do for the neck, but I am interested in not using ribbing for this project, which I'm kind of not on my ribbing kick right now because the Hampton sweater has no ribbing and the striped sweater is not gonna have any ribbing. So this is where I'm at with all my whips. This is the only 5.5 millimeter that I have, and it just broke. I'm like so already over this day. I recorded a whole clip and it was in panoramic mode, so I just took a picture. So it's the first day of my period, right? So I feel like a shell of a human already. And then my needle broke, and then my Say-Glow drops shattered because I dropped it. And that jar, like the glass, it's so pretty, but seems kind of impractical. Like, I feel like so many people have broken that, and it was just a matter of time before I did it. So, but now I feel a little like superstitious. Like, what if I go get in the car and get in an accident or something? But I do have to go get another needle because that one broke. And it's been a long time coming because those are just needles from a crappy pack on Amazon that I first bought when I was first learning to knit because it's such a good deal. And I would still recommend that pack because you don't need like all these fancy needles when you're first starting out. But if you're like, if you know you're going to start out with like a garment, maybe don't buy those actually because they're so crappy and they break. Because it's basically just a tube and then it connects to like a stick. And every time you like move it around and you put pressure on it and then it snaps. Like all of the ones that I've used a lot have just kind of snapped. So I forgot what else I said in this clip, but I'm gonna go get a new needle. I'm stuck between, I believe, the Knit Pro wood one. And the reason I'm using wood is because this yarn is super soft, but that means it's like kind of slippery. And when you use a wood needle, it kind of gives it a bit more friction. So I think I'm actually just gonna bring the yarn and take a couple needles for a test drive because you can do that. So it's between a Knit Pro, like the $10 wooden one, and then obviously the ChowGoo. My whole point with buying more ChowGoos is it just feels kind of not like a waste, but it just sucks like putting more money into ChowGoo and just not getting the interchangeable needle set. And I can't afford the interchangeable needle set. I know I'll get it one day, but it just feels a little like frustrating buying more needles. And like maybe I could start the collection by getting the interchangeable set. I don't know. We'll see. We'll look at prices. I have a $5 off actually, which is nice. But what else? Yeah. So we're gonna go get another needle. Okay, queens. I just got home. It was very weird. They had like a bunch of missing stuff. I don't know. Sometimes the vibes feel weird when I'm just the only person in there. I don't know. I read too much into it. Like, no, it's not weird, but sometimes it's weird. I guess it's more weird to like film. I don't know. But I landed on the Knitter's Pride Cubics. I was gonna test, but like again, they didn't have their needles out for some reason. I don't know. But I will be transparent in saying that I got these because they were $10. And I don't think there's any shame in saying that with nice yarn stores. Like obviously all the needles there are good enough to be there. Like they're not like big box craft store Michael's needles. So they're not terrible. Now I will say, I think it's the Knitter's Pride Zing I kind of have beef with just because the cord is like terrible. And I have a couple of them, unfortunately, but they get the job done. That's the point. Like I'm never gonna be pissed enough. Like they get the job done. I'm just not in a place to like get rid of them or not use them. They're cheap and they get the job done. Would I love a nicer experience with a ChowGoo or whatever? Sure. But we're not there yet, and that's okay. So I got these, 5.5, 80 centimeters. Let's see if the cord is Oh, what the heck? They're square. Oh no. What? Okay. That's weird. That's so strange. Does that kind of piss me off? Yeah, it does. I don't know. We're gonna try them out. Okay. I need to try and use this. Hold on. I cut the yarn. Okay. I've pulled the broken needle far out. Okay. And let's just... I'm just square? I had no idea. How weird. Okay, queens. I still don't know how I feel about these being literal squares, but honestly, they're much better. I knew any needle would be much better than these, but yeah. And honestly, I might finish the body of this today. And unfortunately, like my two other whips are just like sitting in no man's land because I'm just obsessed with this, and I've been knitting on 4mm, 4.5mm, so upping it just, and like this is so soft, and like I'm just so excited. And I think the collar, I'm gonna continue the cable, and then I'm thinking the sleeves are gonna have a cable as well, but I'm not sure. And I think I'm gonna have rolled edges. And I don't think that, like, I wouldn't say I'm gonna crop this because I'm not really a fan of cropping, but like it is oversized on the body, but I don't think I'm gonna make it long, if that makes sense. So I'm super excited. Okay, I just have to say, I now remember why I made the switch to metal needles. Earlier today, I was trying to transfer my stitches off the needle, and I got a freaking splinter in my finger, and it was all jacked up, so I had to sand it down, so now it's not even square. And I guess I could like go and return it, but I don't want to go back down there. And so yeah, I don't know if that's like a problem with the needle itself, if it came like that, if I did something to make it do that, or is that like a normal thing that happens with wooden needles? Because if it is, now I know I'm not buying them again. I'm only doing metal. So it really pissed me off. Okay, hey friends. Welcome back. It's been a couple days, I think, since I talked to the camera. I don't know. But today is Thursday the 31st. And we've made a pretty good amount of knitting progress. I had a job interview today, which is exciting. And I also just got back from the library, so let me show you what I got. Okay. So my main reason for going was to pick up The Artist's Way. This has been something that I wanted to do for a while. But I didn't want to buy the book. And there was actually 2 at my library, which is cool and exciting. So I'll be starting this, and I'm gonna post about it on TikTok, and I'll see if people really care about me doing it, maybe like posting about it. I don't know. But then there was also Intermezzo. Who knows if I'll fully read it? I don't know. I think I have like a 2-week, because it's like such a 14-day loan. So we'll see if I actually finish that in time. I don't know. I just rarely see like really good books that like, oh yeah, I'll like want to read that. I'll enjoy reading that at the library. It's kind of hit or miss sometimes. But anyways, yes, so I picked that up. And tomorrow we're going to the lake on the boat. So I'm probably just going to bring my Hampton sweater just because that's super easy and tiny. But we made a ton of progress on this newest design. No idea what I'm going to call this. I added a collar. I think the collar's too big. I really love how I added the cables up, but kind of like, look, that's a really big collar. So now I don't know what to do about that, but I think I'm just gonna work on maybe some sleeves just to really get the full picture, and then we will address this later. But I love how it's turning out. Love these cables. I think it's really, really fun. It's simple, but different. I don't know. And for my striped sweater, the perfect striped tee, I did email Issair and I was like, can I have some yarn support? Just like 5 more skeins. They haven't gotten back to me. So we'll see. I don't know. Not much progress has been made. I haven't really been knitting on that. But yeah, I think that's it. Hello guys. I cast on a sleeve and I did short row shaping. But let me be honest here. I hate double pointed needles. I thought I would like it more than doing magic loop, and I picked up these really nice, I think they're Knit Pro or Knit Picks or something. I picked up these really nice needles secondhand, so like $2 from Remainders in Pasadena, and I was super excited to use them because I have never used DPNs. I'd rather just do magic loop or get the smallest circular needle. I don't like these. And I don't have a smaller 5.5 needle. So now I don't know what to do because I kid you not, it takes ages, and it's just, I'm frustrated. So I think I might just knit on something else for the rest of the night, but maybe also put this on a cable and then just finish up the body and then go purchase, purchase a 5.5. I think it's like 16 inches, maybe. This is 32 inches. Yeah, about 16 inches. Definitely not these, but then I still want wooden ones. Crap. This just sucks. But anyways, love the sweater, but I think I'm just gonna knit on my Hampton sweater for the rest of the night. Put this baby to bed. So, yeah. Welcome to my bed. I'm home and I had an excellent day. Of course, I got sunburn. I'm also using the front camera because I can't be arsed with the back camera, even though I know it looks better. I'm sorry. Just stick with me. I barely knit. I think I knit for like 5 minutes on that boat, but I did get some really cute pics, some cute content, which I will include. Super fun. I feel like I had so much to say and I planned to say a lot, and now I don't remember anything that I was going to say except I'm gonna knit. Oh, got the job that I interviewed for. Yay me. It doesn't start till the snow falls because it's at a ski resort, but yay me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna knit more. But I don't know. We're gonna knit on the Hampton sweater. And what movie should I watch tonight, guys? What movie should I watch? Comment down below for what movie I should watch right now, August 1st. Just kidding. Happy August 1st, though. Yes, happy August 1st. Nothing matters. Anyways, I'm gonna watch a movie. My night routine usually consists of watching some sort of animation / cartoon. But the animation / cartoon cannot be newer than like 2016. Like Inside Out is like my limit of like newness. Personally, I like older cartoons or animations. My hyperfixation lately has been the Barbie movies. Any ladies in the 20s or maybe even 30s know what I'm talking about. The Barbie movies. I think it starts with like Barbie and the Nutcracker. That sexy Nutcracker, yeah. Then there's like Rapunzel, 12 Dancing Princesses, Swan Lake. So yeah, that, and I have to watch them on Google Drive. So if you guys want the link to that Google Drive, just comment and I'll link it for you. But I just love those movies. And obviously like Studio Ghibli movies. And then if I'm desperate, like I do Disney movies. I just go through phases. So I am an adult that has to watch a bedtime cartoon. I'm so sorry. Or like sometimes I'll watch like Little House on the Prairie or like I Love Lucy or something. But like I don't watch anything modern. I have not watched like a TV show in like years, actually. Like that's just not my thing anymore. If anything, I'll put on like Criminal Minds or like maybe Grey's Anatomy. I don't know if I'm feeling like crazy. But of course, those are all things that I've seen a million times. Like I've watched Criminal Minds, the whole 15 seasons, 3 or 4 times. But obviously I started watching that in middle school, so it's been years. But yeah, now I'm just not into it, and I think I live such an anxious life. Trauma dump. I live a bit more like, you know, normal people are here. I live up here all the time. So watching movies that I've already seen is a big one, but also cartoons. I just like it more. So that's what we're gonna do. Tomorrow's Saturday. And this video is about to be done. Oh my gosh. Also, like I said, I think I talked about my sweater and the sleeve and using the double weighting needles. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because yes, I should just go get a 16-inch 5.5 millimeter needle, but I don't want to get the Cubics needle, so I would probably get like a ChowGoo and spend my life savings, $14 whole on a ChowGoo, or I size down because I have a 5 millimeter 16-inch. But then I just think that would mess up the pattern and what I'm trying to do. And like, it's so frustrating, y'all. It is so frustrating. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy my night. Hey y'all, happy Saturday. As you guys saw, I got up and knit outside. It was really nice. I was able to finish, actually, let's measure it right now. I was able to finish the yarn that I had attached to the body of this. I don't know if this is the length. No, I have like 4 more-ish inches to go. But that's exciting. Almost done with the body on my second Hampton sweater. You guys, I did bite the bullet and just go get another ChiaoGoo. It's fine. It's fine. I wish ChiaoGoo would do like a trade-in program where you just trade in all the ChiaoGoos you've bought and then you get like the needle set. But it's fine. It's fine. What else? I don't know, but I'm going to edit some of this video and then probably take these bad boys for a test drive and work on the sleeve. I really need to name my new design. Hi guys, good morning. It's August 3rd and I am outside knitting again, but I'm also listening to a little fall playlist that I put together. I called it Knit into Fall. So I'm gonna link it down below if you want to listen to what I'm listening to when I'm outside knitting. I'm also enjoying my coffee. All right, guys, today is Monday, August 4th, which means this video has come to an end. Altogether, I spent 16 hours and 21 minutes knitting over the past 7 days. And let me show you what that looks like in progress. So I was super happy to finish the body of the Hampton sweater as well as almost one sleeve. And then for this cable sweater, I did add the collar. It is TBD if I'm going to keep it like that. And I cast on a sleeve. I actually did this sleeve multiple times. So this is where we're at. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like to see more. And go follow me on TikTok at natdog for extra content, more behind the scenes of knitting. Go check out the mock top pattern, which is live on Ravelry and my website. And happy knitting.